Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law.
If I'm a gangbanger, I'm transgressing the law. Therefore, I'm a sinner. Read that again.
Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law.
If I'm an adulterer,
Chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
What does the word Egypt mean, brother? It means bondage. You're exactly right. It means bondage. So when you read the Bible, you never hear about or never read about the Israelites going back into Egypt again after Moses, through the Most High, released us out of Egypt, led us out of Egypt to go on and get the promised land. You never read that. That's not history. That's not biblical history. But Egypt is a spiritual Egypt, meaning the house of bondage. You would go into bondage all over again with ships. But the special way is with ships. Now, the white man loved to say that he's the Jew, or he's the Israelite, because he put it in all of the pictures. Christ, the original Christ, is a black man, but he's from the tribe of Judah. What did he do? He replaced the original color of the black man, the black Messiah, because that's what he really looked like, with this image, who's actually a real person. His name is Caesar Borgia. He's a real person. They had a movie, they had a TV series on HBO about it. All right? So our motive on transportation was back into Egypt on a slave ship. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
So Moses said, just like I said it's going to happen, that's the way it's going to happen.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
See what no more again? You won't see your homeland no more again. So when the white man says, we're the Jews, you're nobody, you're an African, which he's lying to you, but we're the Jews, we're Israelites, we're the greatest people on the earth. We created all civilizations. It's us, not you. But he tells you that, hold on, bro, read that.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So when we ask people how, if you are the Jews and the so-called Israeli state wasn't created until 1948, how did you get to Europe? Did you get there by way of cargo slave ships? Where's your history at that says that you were a slave to another nation, where you were sold for bondmen and bondwomen? Read, finish that out. Okay. And you would have yokes of iron placed on your neck. Did that not happen to us? Read verse 48. Jump to 48.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Stop. Matter of fact, I want you to jump to 46 first, because this is an important verse for everybody to understand.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 46. And they, meaning the curses, shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
And upon thy seed forever, until Christ comes back. So if we were led away out of our homeland on cargo slave ships, never to see it again until Christ makes his second coming, how did he get this so-called Israeli state in 1948? He's not the Jew. You are a Jew because you are the one who is to be under this curse forever. Now we're going to read these curses that's going to be upon you forever. Verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy
forever. You will serve your enemies forever. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Make no mistake about it. The white man didn't come against you and conquer you because he was tougher than you, because he was smarter than you. No, that's not the case. Who sent him against you?
The Lord shall send against thee.
God sent the white man against you to be your taskmaster. Why? Because you violate alert rest. Back up. That's what's going to happen. Give me Revelations 3 and 9. Hurry up. Give me Revelations 3 and 9. Because those fake people that call themselves Jews, this is the outcome for them. You got it?
Revelation.
Yeah.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet.
That's going to be the outcome anyway. That's not no spectacle to us. We understand the scriptures, so that means nothing. The white man pretends to be your friend, pretends to be your enemy. But what does the Bible say? He gives them a word, a descriptive word that cannot be, fix that for me, Mark. That cannot be refuted. Back to 48. Here is the word.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy.
Thy what?
Thine enemy.
He is not your friend. He is your enemy. Just because you work with him, that doesn't make him your friend. He is your enemy, and you are to serve him.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Because of your sins, because of your wickedness, because the black woman don't know how to dress. The black man don't know how to lead his household and tell his black woman, put on a dress. And tell his young son to get you behind in his house. Stop trying to run on these streets and these corners and sell drugs. Read.
In hunger,
you will serve the white man for your food. Show me where we control land, where we produce corn, where we produce cows, allow cows to grow, where we can slave them for their meat or get their butter and cheese. Where do you have control of that at? God said these curses will be upon you all the way up to the last days, and you will serve your enemy for your food.
And in thirst,
for your water. You will have to serve the white man for your water. Read.
And in nakedness,
for your clothing. You will have to serve this devil for your food, your water, your clothing. Guess what? This is the kicker. Check it out.
And in want of all things.
You understand that? In want of all things? That encompasses everything you can think of. If you want a marriage certificate, where you gotta go? Birth certificate, young man, where you gotta go? Where do you gotta go for a birth certificate, though? License. When we came over here on cargo slave ships, we were out, it was an outlaw to learn how to read and write. Why? Because if we got this Bible at that time, and we seen cargo slave ships in another nation taking us as slaves at that time, the white man wouldn't have been able to keep us in captivity. But it was according to God's will. You were forced to go into slavery because of your sins. So God allowed that. He didn't allow you to read and write. So in one of all things, meaning even for your concept of God, where did you learn it from? Everything you can think of. And what of all things you will serve them. Let me finish this last verse, then you can get your question. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Did this happen to the white man? Did this happen to anybody? Outside of the so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans. This is your history. The Bible's not a religious book. The Bible's a history book of your people, of your God, of your histories, of prophecies concerning you. Yoke of iron upon thy neck. Read.
Until he have destroyed thee.
Meaning you won't be eradicated. It means that you would be destroyed. Once the yokes of iron came off your neck, that's when you were a destroyed people.